Earlier today, I got a call from a good friend of mine. And for whatever reason, people like to tell me things about their relationships. It's just, especially a lot of men that I'm close to. And thankful to God, I've been through a lot of these situations. So I've been there before. And I have a brother that's, he's a friend of mine. He's older, right? And he's dealing with this chick that's many years younger. And, she's very, disrespectful in, many things that she does. He's taking care of her. He's, providing for her, helps her family out, does everything that a woman can ask for. And he does that above and beyond, right? And now she's talking about she don't want to be with him anymore. And he's been seeing this coming. The writing's been on the wall. But he's been trying to ignore it. He's been trying to save the relationship. And, the relationship can't be saved. So he's down on himself, and he started blaming himself for how things are turning out. And, I should have did this differently. I should have did that differently. She's totally right. I did everything wrong. And blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I messed up here and there. And in reality, the guy hasn't messed up at all. He just took the chick out the country. He paid her college tuition. He just got her hooked up with a brand new job, making a lot of money. And he's blaming himself, right? And I had to tell him something. I said, man, why you're putting her on a pedestal and acting like, she ain't never cheated on you. And I mean, what she is, that's my perspective. 'Cause she takes his car out and keep it out for days and nights and hours. He tried to call her and she won't come back home. She's obviously cheating on him in his car. I said, why you're putting her on this pedestal like she deserves all of these extra things and you're depressed over her? To somebody else, bro, she's just a biatch, And I'm saying that not to say the real B word, but biotch. She's just that. And I want to challenge all of you brothers out there that have been in love or you are really having special feelings for somebody because, with certain women, they could look good. You just don't care anything about them, right? And certain women, you do. It happens like that. There are certain women that will come through. You would do everything with them and you just don't have no chemistry with them or nothing. And it's just whatever. You don't care nothing about them. But there are some women that you bond with, right? You can hang out with on a non-sexual level. You enjoy their company and you really can get close to them. And you can get hurt, right? Because once they start to know that you like them a lot and, that you are invested in them, then that's when they stop caring, when you start caring. And this is what happened to my friend. He cares a whole lot and he started caring and now she stopped caring. And I had to remind him, man, while you were in love with her, to somebody else, she's just a thought. She's just, like all the investing that you're doing in her to keep the relationship, to the next nigga, he just somebody that he can run through. You know what I'm saying? And I want everybody to really look at it objectively. For any woman that you have dealt with, the woman that you love was somebody else's thought. She, for somebody else that you caring about, you paid her cell phone bill, you bought her a phone, you got her iPhone. That was somebody that was just somebody else smashed her and then that was it. The tough part about it is you gotta, when you realize that you actually overpaid. You overpaid for the thought. I mean, that's the hard part. Is I actually overpaid for this broad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I think that's the hard part that, and it's like, well, I'm already overpaying. I might as well keep paying. I'm already deep into this. I'm already here. The brother told me that, he has spent over $50,000 on the chick in the last 2 years. And I said, bro, you can spend $100,000. It's not going to change anything. It's not like she respect you. And that's the one thing, like, once they don't respect you, they don't just start. Once once they don't respect you no more, that's the only thing you can do is just, move on and, tell her to come get the rest of her things, and that's it. Because there's nothing that you can do to make her respect you. And the hard part about it is she's going to gravitate to the guy that makes her respect him, even if that guy doesn't spend any money. See, it's not required for guys to do nice things. It's only required for certain guys to do nice things. Like, it's not even. For certain dudes, you got to pay a high premium for a female to deal with you. Maybe it's $50,000 over 2 years or whatever. But for a lot of niggas, they probably taking the money that you giving her and giving it to somebody else. And it's just, that's what it is, man. The woman that you are married to, that's wifey, that's your fiance, another dude looks at her as a side piece. And while you're playing, hate to say this, the dude that looks at her as a side piece is getting more from her than you ever will. And I'm going to make a video, man, about this, and I'm going to just hint at it right now. A lot of brothers try to analyze women from a scientific or academic perspective. And for a lot of you guys who overthink this, you just going at it the wrong way. And I know how that works. Being a guy that's in medical school or whatever, and a guy that had a degree in biology, a lot of times you start to take this academic process, and I'm sorry, it's antiquated. You know what I mean? It just, you that whole ideology that you can use a scientific or analytic business kind of mindset to your relationships is dumb. That's why a lot of times business guys do very bad with women. Medical doctors and scientists do terrible with women because that process doesn't carry over. It just does, you can't scientifically assess that. And this is a smart guy. He's trying to analyze, well, if I do X, Y, and Z, then she should respect me to the level that I'm putting in. And women are just not like that. Sorry. So she's just a thought to somebody else. That's just what it is. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. As you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. It's your boy. Peace.